If it's happening in New York, New Jersey, or Long Island, hear about it with Joe Piscopo. Mornings, 6 to 10 on AM 970. The Answer.
Live from the smartwaytobuy.com studios. The Real Deal with celebrity chef David Burke is sponsored by Tavern 62 by David Burke, located at 135 East 62nd Street on the Upper East Side of Manhattan, where restaurant magic happens.
Good morning. Welcome to your Tuesday morning briefing. Here's what you need to know to start your day with your host, former Saturday Night Live superstar Joe Piscopo. Produced by Frank Morano, with news guy Al Gottulo, and traffic with Debbie Duhame. This is Piscopo in the morning on AM 970. The Answer.
Oh, yeah, baby. Stevie Ray Vaughan taking us into David Burke, Joe Piscopo on the radio. It's 5 minutes after 8 o'clock. A lot to get into. Here it is on, believe it or not, on a Tuesday already. We're on April 3rd. And David Burke is a friend, and we want to thank our dear friend Shelley Goldberg for introducing us to this great, great chef. Because I like people who are real, who are grounded, who are real. Don't give me an attitude. Look me in the eye. Talk to me straight. This guy is as Jersey as he gets. Now, he's an internationally renowned chef, David Burke. David, welcome back to the show, man.
Hey.
Great to have you here.
Frank, Al, how you guys doing?
Yeah, good. Thanks for getting up in the morning, man.
And looking sharp.
Look,
Yeah, you know what?
look at you.
You probably haven't
Look
gone
at
to
you.
bed yet, right?
I dress
See? Al knows.
a decade ago. That would have been true.
You know, because I was talking to some folks who you're so well loved and respected.
Thank you.
And I talked to another chef, and they were talking about, and they were saying exactly that. When does he sleep? And you don't. What do you get? A couple hours, maybe?
5.
5,
6 hours.
5 is good. Yeah, that's a good. You say I gotta go.
Like I tell you, I pick up a 15 minutes on a light here and there.
Light.
Well, I was in D.C. yesterday, so I slept. I slept on
A BLT Prime.
I tell you, I sleep on a train. The train is great.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
But I left on Saturday night. I was in Drift House Saturday night. Jumped on a 11:30 train out of Newark. Got there at 3 in the morning.
You're kidding me.
I did a segment on Fox, and then we did 500 brunches at the BLT Prime.
You
by
did
David Burke.
500?
Yeah, beautiful. With the Trump Hotel. We worked together.
The BLT Prime is at the Trump Hotel. You should take that picture. We should tweet it out. And Frankie Fibros, you had friends down there.
Yeah, Joe and Rachel Borelli were down there, and
Joe Borelli was down
yeah,
there.
for
That's
the Easter egg
great.
roll. And so I see two very familiar slabs of flaming bacon.
Yeah,
and
that we know.
Sure
We
enough,
know all
it was
too
from
well.
BLT Prime.
right.
They had dinner at BLT Prime.
Wow. And Tavern 62 on 62nd Street, which is spectacular.
And they had a nice day too.
Yeah, for Easter.
Yeah.
Now, you know, and the Drift House. Did you do Easter at the Drift House as well?
Our first brunch was yesterday.
Yeah.
Great success.
Yeah.
Easter buffet. From now on, there'll be a buffet there at 35. I think I think it's in the high 30s. Buffet every Sunday. So we're out now. Not if the weather's changing.
Me and Al, we're so down. We're coming down the shore, man.
Well,
down
you
there.
got to. We're also going to be starting the last Tuesday this month, what we call Burger Night on Tuesday. So it's you get a burger and a salad and a glass of wine or beer for a set price, like $25.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
just to keep Tuesdays alive.
We're going to get to everything you have in front of us, and if you're listening in front of us, there is a slab of meat that I've never seen anything so thick with, and that is all. What's the correct word, David? It's cured in the salt.
It's dry aged.
Dry aged in salt. Oh
It's
my
dry
gosh! Look at
aged
this.
and I have a patent, U.S. patent on this technology.
You did that.
Yes.
You did that, man. Now this piece of meat in front of me on this salt is
This is-
looks like
well,
a
I
lamb.
got 3 different kinds of meats here.
Wow.
That's
Okay,
pork. We'll get to
I
that
see
in a
the
minute.
big
This
cut.
is- you
the
see
big
the
cut.
fat in here?
Yeah.
Kobe beef, high fat content, 65%.
No, wait, David, wait a minute. That's Kobe from Japan.
Yeah,
That's all fat.
it's all fat. That's been in my refrigerator for 2 years, unwrapped, just like that.
Wow.
And it hasn't rotted. Now, the reason it didn't rot is because it's next to the salt.
Look at
So-
you. Look at you,
so
Mr.
that was an
Patton.
experiment.
Listen to
I'm
you.
experimenting. I wouldn't eat that
So
now.
you're telling me Kobe has the fat in it, but this is what is it? Look at David Burke, your United States patent. I'm holding in my hand a big kind of a picture frame with a picture of Mr. Burke.
Yep.
He's got his patent,
Yeah,
and I'm going to
it's
show
pretty
it.
hard to get a patent. That's why I don't really like to brag, but I'm pretty proud of that.
No, this is great, and thanks for bringing it in. You got a U.S. patent on this.
Technique for dry aging.
that's
Where
a
we take a room this big,
Yeah.
line it, brick, salt bricks, kills the bacteria that makes meat rot and enhances flavor and almost makes, water evaporates, meat intensifies. That's
Where
basically
do you get the salt from?
Himalayas.
No, seriously.
Yeah, it's a long walk. Flemington, the guy goes,
Clyde and Sinker. Really? Wow. What exit is that, David?
So it gets mined like coal in Pakistan, the Himalayas. They bring it over, and you see it in spas. Actually, this piece.
Look at this.
This piece is for your feet.
Wow.
So you stand on that.
Oh yeah, look at that. Look at it. It looks like a flip flop.
Yeah.
It's like a flip flop without the tongue things on front. So there's Kobe there.
Kobe, highest fat content. Dry aged. This is my dry aged prime. You see the amount of marbleization in it.
Exactly right.
Marbleization is a good thing. Marbleization, good thing for flavor.
Yeah, but there's a lot of meat in that you just held up.
But then look at this. This one is bison. Look how lean it is.
Oh my
Bison is so good.
The bison.
David's holding a big chunk of what's this meat in your left hand?
Right hand bison, left hand is porterhouse.
Porterhouse, a big triangle type cut of beef.
Another piece of bison, lean, short rib. So the bison has omega-3 fatty acids better than salmon. Unbelievable.
With the bison, does?
Yes.
I like bison.
Yeah, but bison's very big. You just can't overcook it because the lack of fat dries out.
Yeah, but I like that.
But you can still do it with the short rib.
So and look at that bison piece. It's a small a cut of meat. Can we cook that here?
I already did.
We got it.
You
we got it right here.
I got the bison for breakfast. I love this.
Now this here.
Now there's a thing that looks like a bone that you would put in a soup. It's a shank.
Yeah,
okay.
It's a hock.
Okay, a hock.
Good.
Don't hock me a chinik, whatever you do. Okay.
So you grew up in a household where somebody actually cooked, if you know what a hock is, right?
Yeah. Well, they put that in.
This is a pork shank, but you go get all the fat on this. But again,
a lot of fat on it, wrapped around
delicious.
it.
This is the actual. See, this is the leg goes this way.
Yeah. Now
this
you
would
don't.
be where the hams are.
You don't eat this. You put it in soup. Is this?
Oh no, we served this at Tavern 62. So one of our best sellers.
Well,
crackling pork shank with fried rice, beautiful.
Do you boil it?
Deep fried after we cook it.
Oh.
We crisp it up.
Now you got Al's
But that skin gets really blistered. It's like candy.
Tavern
We
62.
soak this in salt and sugar at 3 days, and we cook it in pork fat for 4 hours.
Wow,
it sits up, and then we roast it. All this gets rendered. You see all this fat?
Right. Yeah.
And then whatever.
Yeah.
Then we fry it. It gets crispy like chicharrone. Meat falls off the bone like your own stew.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So it's a small.
But that's not. You're not counting. You're not. You're not looking for leanness there. But that's just. We're talking about fat.
Kobe. Somebody said this would be like this cut of Kobe. There's like a triangle cut of Kobe. Fat on the outside, fat throughout. Yeah. How much is that going to cost me? $300-$400?
Yeah, for that steak.
No, seriously.
Yes.
And it's all fat.
I agree with you. I think it's completely overrated, to be honest with you.
Oh, you got to get the David Burke Goldmaker, because I see a picture here. I'm holding in my hand a picture of David with a bull. He's arms folded in the middle of a pasture, a huge, gigantic bull next to him.
Look, that's huge.
That's the biggest bull I've seen.
2,500-pound thoroughbred of bulls. I bought him for $250,000.
What?
I bought the rights for his reproduction.
Where is this? Jersey somewhere?
That's in Kentucky, Campbellsburg, Kentucky.
Right,
Look at the size of him. So you want? Here's the story. I go down there. I have a pink shirt on.
You're next to the bull. I'm impressed that you got in there with the bull, by the way.
And there's 20 food riders outside a cage. I go in there now. I'm buying the bull. I saw pictures. I go down there
And you bought the bull for what reason?
So I have my own source of meat at the highest level. It's like. The genetics of it. So I go down there. There's a guy in a cowboy hat. He's like, yo, come on over here now. Take a look at this here bull, right? I'm like, okay, because I'm buying it. He's got a tape measure around his neck, right? Really? And he's measuring like the shoulder width. Wow. I'm looking like I'm like sweating my ass off. I'm like, okay, he's like, come on over here. You look at the calf. And he goes, come on on down here. Look at these testicles. And I'm like, he goes 35 centimeters. And he wraps this. I swear to God. And I said, I'm like, he said, come on down here.
This was satellite radio. I got 7 lines that just popped in my head. No, and so because that would
I said I'd take your word for it. I'm 33, 35.
But
that's one of the selling points.
So stay with me, David. We're appropriate radio. We have a lot of grandparents, a lot of kids listening, a great show listening. But so the bull apparently passed away recently.
Yeah, he broke his leg.
And how did he break his leg? In appropriate manner. How did he break his leg? You tell it.
Well, he was playing horsey with another cow.
Horsey with another cow. Well, that's one way to describe it.
You have children.
Yeah.
You have
children.
He
was playing horsey and he came down hard on one of his legs and broke it. And the other horse.
What a way to go!
The other horse he broke both back legs.
Really?
Oh yeah, he's 2,500 pounds. The other horse he was 800.
So you had to put him to sleep?
Oh yeah.
Oh gosh.
But we had a lot of stuff,
Sorry about that.
stuff in storage frozen.
Yeah. Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
So, and that would give you
That's
the
purpose
quality of the meat.
Yes, that would give it a quality.
Just as an aside, before we get, I want to taste this bison.
Well, I hope you got your own because this is mine. I mean,
I was going to take it. So but quickly, though, I see a picture in front of you.
That's another story.
This is David in skydiving gear, and he's got a parachute behind him, giving the peace sign, and looking at the camera. What you went skydiving, man? By yourself? You didn't have Did you have a fellow jumper with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had a guy go with you.
Well, this was for charity. Table to Table is an organization I work with.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
You mentioned Patterson this morning. We raise a lot of money to feed homeless and needy in Patterson.
Thank you.
Table to Table, and I'll give it a plug now. May 9th is doing an event.
Okay.
Tabletotable.org, I think. It's at a country club up in Bergen. We're honoring Charlie Palmer, one of my mentors.
Cool.
Anyway, so I was in Top Chef Masters competing.
Yeah.
And the first day was you got to skydive to go cook in an airfield in Paris, California.
Oh.
First they said you're going to Paris.
Yeah, great.
So and you know I'm not the most fit. You don't see overweight guys skydiving, do you?
Well, yeah, but I wouldn't mess with you. I wouldn't mess with you. I wouldn't mess with the two of
I'm
you.
on the older side of the chef spectrum. Some of the guys used to work for me. We're competing. There's 20 of us. So they say, you're going skydiving. And some wise guy says, if Burke does it, I'll do it. And I'm like, okay, I'm doing it.
So you jumped out of a plane?
That was scary.
You jumped out of a plane?
15,000 feet.
Yeah. What was creepier, jumping out of a plane or a guy really being next to you like that? What was creepier?
I was on his lap.
Creepy.
I mean, harnessed too.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
Yeah, but he was a guy, South American guy. You know, I mean, I really didn't I couldn't see him. He was a small guy.
Oh, well, that's really even scary.
You don't want somebody touching your pen. You're going to have somebody strapped to you to jump out of the plane.
And
Never happened.
ironically, it was the same guy that was measuring the bull with the tape measure that was on the skydiving tandem with him.
When I heard that yawl, I was like, y'all feeling all right? I'm like, so I'm up there. I'm with this guy, Franklin Becker. No, we're all on. The back of the plane opens up like a ship, like we're going to run in. And just
Like a
the
cargo
garage
plane.
door
Yeah,
goes
like
down.
a cargo plane.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
you
I'm
went
like,
out the back like that?
Yes.
That was a big plane?
Oh, there was 20 of us on
God,
it.
you
I
were-
was the first one out, and he just basically, he's behind me and then pushing me, and I'm like, I don't want to go.
Yeah,
And I'm leaning back,
Move!
and we go out, we do 3 back flips.
Back flipping?
Now, this is what happens. We pull the chute, like he grabs my hand to pull the thing, because, you know, my first time. I'm
Holding
scared
your
straight.
hand, beyond.
I'm singing Free Bird. Boom. And I had a torn rotator, which I didn't tell him because I don't want to get disqualified. So when this thing hit between the crotch and the thing, I'm like, I saw stars. So I blacked out for like 2 seconds.
Because it's dramatic.
Pain was
It's dramatic.
unbelievable. Well, because of the rotator. And then I closed my eyes for like 2-3 seconds, and then right in front of me is a guy with a camera, which I thought was the guy attached to me got loose. So, because they didn't tell me it was going to be a camera guy
That's
2 feet
great.
away. So I'm like trying to grab, get the fuck out.
Whoa, I know.
sorry.
All right, there we go. Yeah. So
I couldn't wait to get down.
Yeah.
It was because of the pain. It's a peaceful experience, but I was really scared. And I got down, kissed the ground. And somebody's like,
when you hit the ground, it was hard. When you hit the ground, it was hard.
no, we slid on our butts, kind of. That was, they pulled the thing up. I was just happy to be there. It's you know what? I don't know. It wasn't my thing. I mean, I bungee jumped over water, which was great.
Yeah,
but
I couldn't do any of that.
I don't need to take them.
I love this guy. He's a real man, a man's man, David Burke right there. And now Al, this is so funny, guys. You can get a picture of Al Gattulo cutting.
That's the bison.
When Al came out to my house, by the way, and David, you're always invited out to the
That's
house.
the bison short.
In West Jersey. Look at this. Al was the guy at the grill. As soon as he walked into my house, I had a hat for him and an apron for him.
Right, and handed me a spatula and said, start cooking.
And he was the guy. So this is great. Now tell me, that bison, I will eat. That looks as
The bison's
lean.
out of New Jersey too.
Really?
Fossil Farms.
Where?
Lance Applebaum. I'm gonna bring. He has an ostrich farm. That's where the eggs come from.
And I have
He has
your egg in
bison on
my
there.
office.
He's
by the
in
way.
the farm's in Lafayette, New Jersey,
Yeah, sure.
and his
Not too far from me, actually.
he's got a store in another town in Jersey, out in Blanken.
But the bison comes from Jersey.
All right, so here's the bison short rib. This is the porterhouse. And this is the bison steak.
Thank you, thank you, Albert. You're gonna
And
have
you know
some
what
for
you got?
yourself.
Show me-
Now,
can you hand me the cow?
so I have some beautiful cuts. Very nice. Now, see, I had the bison. This is the bison here. This is the bison. I'm pointing to something
That's
that
the
looks
bison
very
short
well
rib.
done.
Bison short rib, which is well done. bison meat.
Why do I like? Can I cook that a little bit more? Look at me.
Not
I'm
right
liking
now
it.
because I'm in the studio, but yes, you can.
Yeah, it's okay. You don't
know,
get
it's all
offended as a
about you.
chef. Thank
Not at
you.
all.
Thank you.
It's what you like.
Thank you. Could you say, could you burn it, please? You go, oh, you can't burn it like that. And then you don't mind.
Those days are over.
Yeah.
Give people what they want.
Yeah, it's exactly right. Now, in front
Now
of
this
us,
here, this is.
there's a block of wood. That's a elongated rectangle block of wood.
It's a couch.
It's about. It's like looks like a couch out of a. What kind of wood is that? It's beautiful wood, by the way.
That's called cedar.
See, this is the cedar.
Something you put in your closet, or what the Indians
so
used
then
to
there's
cook
like
salmon on.
4 like what look like potatoes with onion rings on top, like fried, beautiful looking onion rings with parsley on top of them. This is gorgeous. What is this, David Burke?
This is the creation I came up with when we opened in D.C. The name of it is called couch potatoes.
It's great, man. You are good, man. That is great.
And it's a best-selling side dish we have down in D.C.
This is it.
The idea is this. You can't order a baked potato and share it. All the other side dishes you share. So now they can share a baked potato. It's 4 little potatoes.
And nothing in the potato, just a baked
No
potato?
sour cream, no cheese. We have a little sauce we put on the side. But we serve 4 cocktail forks, so a party of 4. You each get a potato.
I love it.
Because I just hate baked potato. I like them, but I hate the way the chain restaurants have made it about sour cream, cheese, bacon, scallions, loaded, this
It's got a good natural taste to it,
I
man.
use olive oil to roast them. It's not I'm not saying it's a healthy dish,
I
but
put olive oil on my baked potatoes. See how
it's
good
great.
I am? It is-
Olive oil, smoked salmon, or even
thank
take a
you.
baked potato and put a Cobb salad
They
right
think
in
they
it.
got to do butter with everything. Stop with the butter.
Sour cream, yeah.
No, good, no.
Butter was easy accessible. You know,
Yeah, maybe. And then look at those onion rings, Frankie 5 Barrels. We're gonna dig into these potatoes on the cedar couch, and then we're gonna dig into the bison. This is spectacular. Look at this. And Al's serving up a storm over there. Is that for you, Al?
That's for me.
That's for you.
I haven't seen Al look so intently concentrating on
Oh
something.
my God!
in a
Because you got to
decade.
get it right.
He's had a tough week, so thank you. It's good, huh?
The short rib, phenomenal.
And it's
That
not
is
even, it doesn't
phenomenal.
have any sauce or any seasoning.
No, but it's great.
Yeah, it'd be no better
Melts in
because
your
the
mouth.
bison short rib has enough fat in the short rib to keep it moist when you cook them. So when I bought these, when I had this guy custom make these couches, he was making candle holders at a flea market, hand carving. Guy from West Virginia.
Where'd you find that
Super
guy,
talented.
man?
Down in D.C. at the Eastern Market. It's like Union Square Farm. It's a farmer's market. And I said, wow, this is really talented, cutting boards. And I said, I asked him, I said, can you make me a couch? And he looks at me and he goes, if I can find a tree big enough.
So, but you gotta
I
get
said,
a
I want a little.
But you got to get dozens of these things.
Oh, we bought about 100 for him so far.
Yeah. David, listen, it's so
My
fun.
pleasure.
It's so fun to have you on the air.
Yeah.
You're a great guy. Where do you go
Thank
from
you.
here? Just out of curiosity.
Today?
Yeah.
Oh, I got a loaded day today.
Yeah, you're
I go
unbelievable.
to Tavern 62,
Yeah,
Garden City Hotel.
Would you have to check out Tavern
I have a
62
meeting
in
with,
New York?
My partner at 3, and then
Yeah.
then I got Tavern 62 tonight.
A big event.
And tomorrow I go up to Saratoga.
This is great. And the Drift House down in Jersey. Technically, it's
Drift House by David Burke.
Yeah.
And the Driftwood Beach Club.
Yeah, this is beautiful, man.
That's
Down, what Seabright? Is it not Seabright?
Seabright.
It's Seabright, right? It's Seabright.
Right
which-
over the
which
Rumson
way-
Bridge. When you
and-
hit Sandy Hook, you go down a couple miles. right?
Yeah. We're going to be down there. And BLT Prime in D.C. in the new Trump hotel. 822. David, you're the best, man. Thank you. God bless you, brother. Thanks for taking the time to come in, and thanks for feeding us in the morning. Debbie, I wish you were here.
Oh, I want the onion rings, please.
I know. Oh, this is great. I'm stealing one now.
I love onion
I'm going
rings.
to steal one now and put it
Oh.
right over here. Yes, indeed. And Al's in his glory. We've
Yes, I
lost
see
Al
that.
for the morning,
I
actually.
see that.
Fantastic.
Everybody knows this guy. No, everybody knows he can do a radio show. Joe Piscopo. Mornings, 6 to 10 on AM 970. The Answer.